All right, welcome back, guys, to this training. This is another session of this training. So, in this particular video, I'm going to be teaching you guys on how to create your website using premium themes and templates. All right, like I said earlier, the themes determines the look of your website. All right, so as a web designer, you can either design your website using these premium themes, or you can design your website using WordPress page builders like the Elementor from the scratch. All right, without the need of buying these themes and templates. Okay, so what do I mean by themes? So themes are like pre-made website. So all you need to do is to get these themes, install them directly to your WordPress, then edit all the information in it. All right, so that is how these themes are. So these themes are like they are designed with the normal coding language of HTML, CSS, Java, and other framework coding language. So these are some of the things that you're supposed to do as a developer, that is writing of a code. But in web design, we are not dealing with all those stuff. We are not writing code. So all you are doing is, all you have to do is to get this particular theme from Team Forest, or from the elegant teams. Or from the elegant teams, and use it to build your own website. All right, so for this particular class, we are going to be making use of Team Forest. All right, so the another name for Team Forest is the Envato Market. All right, so just go to this website called teamforest.net. All right, so that is this particular one. Just go to teamforest.net. All right, so the another name you can also call it the Envato Market. All right, so these are the things that I'm talking about. So all you just have to do is to search the particular for a particular theme that you want to buy. All right, so we call them premium themes, which meaning that you have to buy it. They are not free, so it is individuals that develop these themes. All right, using the normal coding language. All right, so let me say, for instance, I'm designing a website for a real estate agency. So all I need to do is just to search for a real estate All right, so these are the themes that I have under real estate. So this particular one is sold for $69. All right, so one and also all these themes are WordPress themes. All right, so you use these particular ones for WordPress websites. All right, so that is it. So let me just, for instance, I want to make use of this particular theme, this first one. So all I need to do, if you want to make use of any themes, all you have to do is to preview. Just click on this live preview to see how this theme is looking. If it's something that is cool for you, then you can buy these themes and use it to design your website. All right, so what I have to do, let me preview this particular one and see how it looks. Okay, so we have a lot of them, so in order not to waste much time, so on your own you can just preview any one that you prefer to use. All right, so let me just go for this first one. All right, so this is the first one. So this is the team, so this is the demo. So this demo is like let me say, like I said earlier, team is just like the complete that is the complete look, the interface. But inside this team, we have demos, that is different templates that are embedded in it. All right, so by the time you buy this particular team, you have access to different demos, like different templates of this real estate agents. All right, so you have different templates that comes along with it. All right, so let me see the demo content of this particular theme. All right, so by the time you buy this website, this particular theme, these demos comes along with it. So let me just see the demos. All right, so as you can see, these are different templates that are associated with this particular theme. All right, so all these demos, so this template that you are seeing, they are all embedded inside one theme. So they all comes together with this particular theme. All right, so by the time you buy it, then by the time you install it on your WordPress, so you can select any of the demos that you prefer to use. All right, so let me just see this and from this demo we have about we have so many. You see, all these are different demos that you can use for this particular theme. All right, so you have different types that you can use depending on the kind of design that you want to achieve. All right, so for instance, I'm going for this so let me just select any of these demos and preview. Okay, so let me just select this particular one. All right, so as you can see, this one is also, this is one of the demos, so you can select any of it. So these are all the pages. This is the home page, this is the property, the about, the blog, and all. So by the time you buy this theme and you select this particular demo, you can use it to create your website. So all of these things are editable, so you can edit all of these. All these pictures can be removed. You can remove all of these. Maybe by the time we start our design, I will show you how you can be able to do all of these designs. Okay, so that is how this thing works. Okay, so you can remove all of these things. Okay, so all of these things can be removed. So all these pictures, all these text, all this image, all these buttons they are all editable. So you can edit all of these things. So that is how you can preview any particular theme that you want to buy. So as a web designer, so always make sure you go for a theme that is good looking. All right, so the theme that you are using determine the look of your websites. All right, so that is how thing works. So any of these demos, you can select any of them and preview to see how it looks. So this one is for real estate. Okay, so for instance, I'm going for, maybe I'm designing for, let me say I'm designing for a blog website or an e-commerce website. All right, so let me just, for instance, I'm designing for an e-commerce website. So I can just, these ones are for e-commerce. So any of these, you can use any of these things for an e-commerce website. So all these ones, they all have their own prices. All right, like this particular one is sold for $39. So by the time you buy it, you can use it to build your website. All right, so that is just it for this particular thing. Like this particular one is sold for $58. You see, all these things, they are not cheap. All right, so it's something that you can really invest on. So by the time you buy it, the beauty is that by the time you buy it, you will have access to different demos that you can use on any of these like for this one, let me preview this particular one. Okay, so this one is it's like my network is bad. All right, so this particular one is for an e-commerce website. Let me say, for instance, you want to design a website for an e-commerce, so you can go for this type of things. All right, so let me check out the demos. All right, so these are the demos that comes with this particular theme. So depending on the type of website, the type of e-commerce websites that you want to design, so all these ones, you can see some are for beauty, different type of so like this particular thing is mostly for beauty and other healthcare products and all. So that is it. So let me go for another thing. I don't like this in particular one. Let me check out another thing. Okay, So always take your time to go for the best team. After all, you are paying for it. So always take your time to go for a team that will be best for your designs. Alright, so that is it. So let me just look for another one in order not to waste much time. So let me just search for another one. Okay, there is one particular team I'm looking for. Let me go for this LSC team. LSC team is mostly for real estate, for e-commerce and websites. So let me go for this LSC team. Okay, so this is the LSC team. And this one is sold for $99. This LSC team. All right, so it is a WordPress team. Okay, so let me check out the demo content of this LSC team. Alright, so these are the demo content that comes with this particular theme. So you see we have different demos for different niche. For instance, we are designing for someone that is into wares, that is into male, female, organic furniture. This one is for babies. Maybe you are designing for someone that sells maybe baby materials and others. Maybe you are into jewelry. You are designing for someone that sells jewelries and others. Or maybe you are designing for someone that is into wristwatch, female clothes, and so many. So all this you can select from any of these demos. Alright, so as you can see, we have so many of it. Maybe you are designing for someone that sells a bicycle. Alright, so you can use this particular thing to design it. Alright, so these are these. Okay, so let me say, for instance, you can preview any of the demos also. Alright, so I'm just taking my time to look at it properly. Alright, so for instance, I want to preview this particular one. Alright, so you can see this is how the website is going to look like. So you can remove all these pictures, you can edit all these properties, you can audit your shops, and all these things are editable. Alright, so all these products and all, you can edit all of it. So I will be teaching you guys how to edit, how to design your e-commerce website. Alright, so they are all part of this training. So basically this is how you can be able to get your teams. Alright, so that is all about premium teams. Alright, so by the time you buy any of these teams, they all comes with their own demos that you can select from. Alright, so let's search for another team. Let me say I'm designing for a blog and website. Let me say you are designing a blog and website. So you can just say blog. Let me say I'm designing it for Blogger or blog and WordPress, anyone. Okay, so let me say, for instance, you are designing for a blog and website. So you can just come here and search for a blog and theme. Alright, so let me preview this particular one. Also, I don't want to waste much time. This one is sold for $69. This one is for $39. So you can just preview all of the feeds and check out for the particular one that you want to buy. Alright, so that is it. So let me just preview this particular one. Alright, so this is for this particular theme, and they are all a WordPress theme, and you can edit all of this theme, maybe using the page builder, the Elementor page builder and all. Alright, so that is for this one. So let me check out the demo content. So these are the demo content that comes with this particular theme. So for instance, you are designing for a modern blog website, or for video blog website, so you can select any of these particular, all these demos. All right, you can select any of these demos and use it for the particular website, the particular blog and website that you want to design. All right, so this is how you can basically use themes to design your website. Although you can also do all of this, maybe you don't want to use a theme to design your website, so you can design it from your, you can use the WordPress and page builder, like the Elementor page builder, to design your websites directly from your WordPress without the need of buying themes. Though I will also teach you guys how to design with a page builder in this training also. So this is for this particular theme. So you see how this blog website is looking. All right, so all of these things are editable. By the time you install them in your WordPress, you can use it, you can change all of these, you can write your own article, you can write your own news and all. So that is it for Envato Market. So apart from Elementor themes, we also have another theme that you can be able to use, which is called the DV theme. Another name for DV theme. DV theme belongs to elegant themes. All right, why this Envato Market belongs to Team Forest. All right, so let me search for DV theme. Let me search for DV theme. So this one is DV theme. All right, so DV theme is under elegant themes. All right, so just search for DV theme. All right, so one thing about a DV theme is that DV theme comes with its own builder, so you don't need to be. DV theme comes with its own builder, its own template. So that one, immediately you buy the theme, you have access to the page builder and all the templates that comes with it. But for the themes, all right, so that is it. But for DV theme comes with its own builder. Okay, so this is the DV theme. If you want to, let me say I want to design for a real estate agency, or I want to design for a digital marketing agency. Like this, they have over 2,000 templates that you can use. All right, so this one is for DV theme. So this interface changes. All right, this is not how it was looking before. So anyway, so all you have to do, you can just come to this DV, then you can just go for this 2,000 plus layout. So just click on it. So I want to show you all how you can be able to navigate around it and select the particular theme that you want to make use of. I think it's still loading, so let me just give it a little time to load. All right, so it has loaded. All right, so this is it. So these are all the templates that we have on this theme. All right, like I said, the theme determines the look of your website. All right, so the DV is the full theme, while all these layouts, these are the layouts. They are like the demo content, just like we have it on the Envato themes. All right, so all these ones are the layouts. They are like form of templates and kits that are inside this theme. So depending on the niche that you want to design for, let me say I'm designing for a digital marketing agency. All right, so you can search for the particular one that you want. All right, so let me say I'm designing for a digital, or I'm designing for a school website, or I want to design for a restaurant, I want to design for any agency that you want. So all you have to do is just to search for it. let me say I'm designing for digital marketing agency. Okay. Okay, this is for digital marketing. Let me say I'm designing for a digital marketing agency. Okay. All right. So this is the layout I have for digital marketing agency. My network is bad. And for a digital marketing agency, so you can just search and select any of these templates and use it to design your website. All right. So let me just select any of these templates. All right. So let me just preview. All right. So let me preview this particular one. So this is how you can. All right. So by the time you design your website using using DBT, using this particular layout. So this is how your website is going to look like. All right. So all of these things can be edited. You can edit all of these. So these are all the pages that I have on this website. So you can edit all of these. All right. So by the time you start using DBT to design our website, I'll be showing you guys how to design using a DBT. Alright, so this particular video is just showing you how you can be able to get all these themes for your website. So that is for DBT. So DBT is one of the top two themes that you can find in the world. Alright, just like the Envato themes. Alright, that you can make use of the Elementor page builder to build. But for the DBT comes with its own builder. Alright, so by the time you get this team, so you have access to this all the templates that comes with it, or for any of the. So by the time you have you buy the team, all these things, both the page builder, the layout, and all. So all you have to do is just to select the particular one that you want to make use of. So apart from DBT, the Envato teams, we still have another team that I will also show you. We call it the Astra teams. Alright, so we call it the Astra team. Yes, Astra team. So Astra team is just like the Astra team is just like the Envato teams that make use of the Elementor page builder. Alright, so you can see Astra team also belongs to the Envato teams. Alright. Alright, so this is the Astra teams. Alright, so Astra team is almost the same thing like the Elementor teams. Alright, so unlike the DB team that comes with its own page builder, for the Astra team and they all belong to this Envato market. Alright, so they don't come with their own page builder, so you can use the Elementor page builder to design this Astra team, just like this other ones that we saw here when we were checking for this Envato market, this team forest. So Astra team is also similar to this other one. So it also comes with its own teams. Alright, so these are the teams. So these are, you can search for any of the category that you want to make use of. So that is all for teams. So when going for any teams, only try to take your time to select the particular one that is the best team that will be suitable for the kind of design that you want to design. So team, like I said earlier, team is just to determine the look of your website. So by the time you get access to the teams, they come with their own demo. So you can choose from the demo. So any of the, you can select from the demo. So if you select a particular team, like for this real estate, for this e-commerce and website. So this is the theme. So these are the demos. Alright, so by the time you select this demo, so you can see different niche on the on this. Yeah, this particular one is for e-commerce. So all these demos. This one is demo for someone that is into men's wear, female wear, accessories, and other stuff. So you can select any of these and use it to do your design. Alright, so that is all for teams. Alright, so that is all for teams. So when selecting your teams, always make sure you take your time to select it. So that is all about teams. Alright, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next class. Bye bye.